Was I good? Was I okay? Okay, good. I don't know.
Sorry.
Let me just jump in with another question. For Robert. Did it help you as an actor? Did you do this? Did you go through this process? Did you say to yourself, what does Doggett think of Mulder? I mean, we know that he was loyal. We know he came to believe things. But I would think that if those two guys just met in a bar, not in a work situation, Mulder would not be his kind of guy.
Okay.
But more important than what I think is wondering what you think. And if you, maybe as an actor, which I'm not, you don't even make those kind of decisions. It's not helpful.
I don't remember. It's a long time ago when we did that. I think from an actor point of view, I was just like, there's this guy, he's known in the FBI, he's a guy that believes in the UFOs and all the paranormal stuff, and I don't believe in it, and I gotta try to find him, and I gotta talk to her to try to get some info, and I don't, I guess I approach him as he's a bit crazy.
Right.
I don't know if he'd be, I mean, that's how I looked at it.
Yeah, I guess it's very rare that someone could come in so later and be so successful. So I was just spending a lot of time trying to figure out why, and I think it was just because it was everything you wouldn't expect. You were in no way a sequel to that character. You were almost antithetical. So I was just wondering, it worked for me. I have a big hand for the undaunted task of coming in the final seasons and making the show better, reinvigorating it.
The show killer.
Can I just ask a question? All y'all people that just kind of filled up the middle section late, where are you coming from?
Where you been?
For the next show.
Why don't we go right?
Where, what? What?
Right here in blue? Right here in blue.
We did a strip at the beginning of the piece. Missed it.
Go here.
There was a pole right in the middle.
We were pole dancing. You missed it. It was great. You were wonderful.
Oh, come here. Wait, can you see our questioner? He looks to be about 3 or 5.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
3.
Jenny Johnson, did you have a dog?
He said, Julian Anderson, do you have a dog?
That's better than all my questions.
Buddy, I don't have a dog. I used to have a dog. What? Oh, Queequeg. You want to know about Queequeg? No, Queequeg died, sweetie.
Got eaten.
Queequeg got eaten by a crocodile. Am I right? Okay. Sorry.
Child.
It's got really
Sorry,
dark.
It was just pretend. It was just pretend.
But there are no crocodiles in Calgary.
All right, why don't we go over here?
Hi guys.
Hi.
I have a question for Mitch. So I heard when John Doggett was brought onto the show that you were a bit of a bitch when it came to the call sheet. He was supposed to be number 3 and you had him bumped down to number 4. Is this true?
I'm sorry. I'm not. Do you have a recollection of this? Did you plant that? Okay, you want an answer to that? You want an answer? You want to know the truth? You're an asshole.
I think I've pretty much proven that today.
No, it was a big joke. It was just, I was kidding.
So was I, man.
Never happened.
So was I.
Never happened.
Let's go up top.
Sit down.
this is a question for Robert. I wanted to know about the emotions you had as a professional being parachuted into the show. It's a mega successful show. Duchovny went off to be a big movie star, and you're coming in. Were you worried about the show failing, or were you totally cool and thought the show would be a success anyway? You could handle it.
That's from up here, and I guess the question is basically any fears you had coming into an existing, just what we were talking about before.
Yes, I was in all seriousness, and I haven't been very serious today, I was very nervous about coming in. And I wasn't familiar with the internet, and apparently people were very against it and really kind of hated me and the character and the idea of a new guy. And that was interesting. But I think that we proved, and Chris Carter worked really, really hard at introducing a new character, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it for the 2 short years we had.
I'd like to say when Robert came on the show, he brought this great energy, because we've been doing the show for 7 seasons, and you know, at a certain point you kind of start to flag, but he came in with this great energy, this great attitude, and it was, you know, the first time that I talked to him, I was like, this is great having this guy here, because he's really ready to his saying was, bring it, and after we finished, we brought it, because he really, really brought a lot to us, and helped carry us through the last 2 seasons.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the positive energy you brought to us. You really did. You lifted our set in a really good way at a time when it could have been, you know, not.
Even though he was number 4 on the call sheet.
I think we have time for 1, maybe 2 more. Why don't we go here?
Thank you. Hi. We already talked about what we all thought was the scariest episode of the show. So maybe we can look at what you thought was the funniest episode. In my opinion, Small Potatoes was by far the funniest episode ever. It was the shapeshifter episode where the guy's so infatuated with Scully that he takes on Mulder's appearance. And it's also an episode where it's the closest that Mulder and Scully come to kissing. What do you all think was the funniest episode of The X-Files?
Darren Morgan write that? I think Darren Morgan wrote our funniest episodes. He's just a comedic genius, and I don't know if he knows it or not, but he wrote some wonderful stuff. I thought
Bad Blood.
I thought Bad Blood was hilarious because of the Rashomon, you know, aspect of it, the way that they saw, you know, the stories completely differently, and her description of you know, Wilson's character.
Luke Wilson, yeah.
I mean, they completely saw it different. It was you know, the back and forth between the two of them was absolutely hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and then the little pizza guy that was. Remember the pizza guy that was? Yeah. He was so funny.
It's funny.
But I think yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what about that. But.
All right, I think we got a last question. Wait, is there anyone there? Oh, it's 2 red shirts. I was thrown. All right, go ahead.
Oh, so it's me. I get the last question. This is awesome. Hi. I guess I'd like to start by saying that my favorite episode is probably In the Field Where I Died. I don't think that one's been mentioned today, and I think it deserves some credit. I think a lot of times...
Darren Morgan's wife was in that. They met.
The other Morgan, Glenn Morgan's wife.
Glenn Morgan's wife. Did Glenn write that script? He probably must have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, this is boring. Sorry.
Thanks for interrupting.
I remembered something.
Oh, are you still there?
So I think on TV a lot of times we see a lot of difficulty trying to write strong female characters. But Dana Scully, I think, was really well written and with a deep sense of affection. I think we all really felt very close to her. Some people more than others, apparently. And so I'd like to ask what you all think Dana Scully's legacy was for female characters that have come after her on television.
I am amazed at how full this auditorium is, and this is the last question. It's such a shame.
We're doing the auction, so don't go away.
I mean, from what I understand, at the time, I mean, I've never been a big TV watcher, but from my understanding of the impact that the series had on popular culture and how women were portrayed on TV. The difference between who Scully is and who was on TV at the time was so radical that it was so extreme. And since then, and as a result of her character, there's been, you know, first of all, there were a lot of different TV series that tried to emulate the relationship between a male and a female, having a duo in a way that hadn't really been done since our four episode series. Oh my God, I can't talk. And so there was that, but also, you know, since then there are so many strong women on TV, and not that they all, you know, come from that, but it certainly started a very positive and fortunate trend, I think, in TV, and just having, you know, women with brains and independent female characters on TV. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so we're gonna do the auction now, but before we go, I want to thank Robert Patrick, Julian Anderson, and Rich Valencia for being here today. Thank you very much.
There is this script, it's Requiem, it's from the 7th season, episode number 22, and there's not many scripts out there that have been